Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine, and today I'm going to be showing you all how I do my dog's wash day routine. So I have two dogs. Riley, she's a girl dog. She weighs about 100 pounds. And Winston, he's my boy dog. He weighs about 30 pounds. So as you can see, I have to take them for a good long walk before I get started with their wash day to get them good and tired. Wash day pretty much means that the entire house needs to be cleaned. So before I get started, I take everything out of the bathroom. Right now, I'm removing my shower curtain so I can put that in the wash, and my trash can, just get everything out of the way. This is the bathroom cleaner I like to use just to make sure that the dogs don't get anything from like our showers or whatever on them, just to make sure they're safe and protected. So right now, I'm let it sit for a second, and I'm just going to go ahead and scrub it out and make sure it gets all good and clean. This is my doggy wash day basket. Everything I need for wash day is in this basket. It makes it super convenient to just grab it and get started with the wash day from where I'm not searching for things. So this is really convenient. First, I'm going to start off by running the bath for Riley. She always gets the bath first because she just does. I'd like to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. This helps with dry, itchy skin with my dogs. They both have allergies, so I try my best to help relieve that. Peppermint essential oils is really helpful. You only need a little bit, only a few drops, not a ton. This is really helpful for soothing like insect bites if they may happen to get them. And this day they did have some. Tea tree oil helps to prevent fleas. Also, again, do not put a lot of this because it can irritate their skin. And finally, I like to put some Blue Dawn. Blue Dawn is very helpful for pets, also trying to prevent any fleas from happening. I like to get a wash rag, and this is the Riley wash rag specifically, and just place it in the water and get the water really good zhuzh to make sure everything's fully incorporated before I get her in the tub to start washing. So, like I said, Riley is about 100 pounds. There's no way I can lift her in the tub, but I do like help her get her front paws in there, and she does the rest of the work. Riley doesn't really mind wash days so much, but Winston is a different story. Anyways, another good thing to have for doggy wash day is a removable shower head, so that you can get all the way around your dog. So first, I just want gonna rinse her with just some plain water first, and then we'll lather her up with some soap. And this shampoo, I'm not really a fan of, but it was all I had. I didn't go to the store like I should have, but it still works, but it's just not the best. So I like to take that towel that I said from earlier and just, start bathing her like you would do for yourself. Make sure you go back and forth and round in circles. So that way you're not only washing the top of her fur, but you're also getting underneath so that way you can hit the coat. And I know at some points in this video it looks like I'm being pretty rough, but I assure you my dogs have no issue with telling me, hey, that hurts. They'll jump out of the tub on me in a heartbeat. So don't worry about that. I'm being super gentle. I'm just giving them a really good scrub to make sure they're good and clean. And my dogs are inside dogs, so I like to make sure that I've cleaned their paws really, really well because they're dogs. They're walking on stuff and it gets really gross. And their underbelly really good too because they lay on the floor and everywhere else, and you just don't want that in the house. I don't like to use soap and too much water on their head area. So I do like to wring out the towel a little bit and just, give them a damp wipe down. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Riley's ears are really small, and that's because she had hematomas when she was younger. If you don't know what hematomas are, you can just give a really quick Google search because I'm not really sure what the definition is. But since then, she's had really bad like ear infections, and one of the things my vet told me was that to make sure that you don't get too much water in their ear. So now I'm really cautious to not like spray their head with any water and get too much water in that head area, but still trying to get it good and clean. And this is Riley's second lather because again, they're inside dogs. So I like to make sure they're clean and they have allergies, so they're really itchy. And you just want to make sure that they're not holding on to any dirt because a lot of dirt can get stuck underneath that fur. And Riley really likes it when I scratch her back. You're gonna see her get really low to the ground at one point because she's just like, "Oh yes, girl, get that back." So I make sure that I get that back for her. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, but my dog shed a ton. So I have several different de-shedder brushes that helps eliminate all the shed hair. So you're gonna see several different brushes in this video, and I just like to use those to help loosen up that hair, give them a good scratch and a good, exfoliation pretty much, and they're very helpful. This is a de-shedder tool I got from Walmart. It's really, really good. And you'll notice I don't use all the same tools on Winston that I do with Riley. And that's because Riley's coat is much different than Winston's. And also Riley's getting older too, so she sheds a little bit more. So I just, do it based on their needs and what they need at that current time. I always like to give them a good sniff to make sure they smell good before they get out of the tub. This is a OXO hair drain hair catcher. I got it online and it's very helpful because, like I told you guys, both of my dogs shed a lot, and you saw me use several different de-shedding tools. There's a lot of hair at the bottom of that tub, and I'll show you once all the water's drained out just how much hair actually collected. And this prevents, hair from getting in my drain and causing clogs. So it's very, very helpful if you're bathing your dogs at home and you have dogs that shed specifically. Now I'm gonna give Riley a little bit of a hand dry before I let her jump out of the tub and shake. I just kind of like to wring her off a little bit with my hands because at this point she's soaking wet. So just a little hand wring out before let her jump out and towel dry. And it's very important to towel dry your dogs because that kind of helps prevent the wet dog smell going throughout the house. So make sure you spend that time to dry your dry your dogs off for sure. And also for me, I have to be sure and be careful to make sure Riley's ears are dry. And as you can see, my bathroom is really small and she's 100 pounds, so we're struggling to like make it work, but we make it do what it do, so it's totally fine. Now you can see they're both crowding around me now because they know after bath time it's treat time. And treats are dinner sticks, mint flavored dinner sticks, which obviously helps with their breath. Anyone who has dogs know that their breath can be a bit, horrid at times. So I try and help that wherever I can. my floor is super wet, so to prevent anyone from slipping and falling, mostly myself, I like to dry it up a little bit. And you guys see all of this hair left over in the tub? Like that would have been in my drain, and that would have caused a major problem. But this OXO hair catcher really helps eliminate that. So I like to use that same towel that I bathed her with. At this point, it's dirty anyways. And I just pick up that hair and wring out any extra water, and look at that. Super gross, but not in my drain. And so obviously I'm not going to be able to get each and every strand of hair, but it gets the bulk of it, which is most important. So once I pick up the towel, like I said, I wring it out and I just throw it in my trash can, and it's no longer going down my drain. Now it's time for Winston's bath. Same thing I did for Riley's bath. He's a little fireball of energy, so he's gonna make me chase him around the tub the entire time. It's fine. I get a little workout. So same thing again with Riley. Giving him a good rinse first, and then going in with the shampoo. And in this case, the first shampoo I show you, I'm actually completely out of it. This one, I'm actually completely out of it, so disregard. So I had to use the Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, and be careful with that, because I think this time I used way too much, and Winston was not happy. So if you do use the Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, make sure you're not heavy handed. And also, most times when I have it, I like to use dog conditioner to help, soothe their skin after all that bathing. But again, like I said, I didn't go to the store, so I was out of quite a few things. So the next video will for sure be updated. Does anyone else have the issue with their dog trying to eat the shampoo and drink the bath water? I'm not sure if it's because the shampoo smells like peppermint, but Winston's always trying to lick the water and lick the soap, and I'm always having to stop him. Does that happen to anybody else? I like to try and bathe my dogs at least every 2 weeks, but I think at the point that I made this video, it had been about 4, which I really don't like to do, which is why I like to give them 2 lathers this time, just to make sure there's no dirt hiding under there anywhere. Make sure to get it all off, make sure they're nice and clean. I'm sure it's common sense to most of you guys already, but when you're washing your dogs, make sure you wear something comfortable, that you don't mind getting wet and dirty, because anyone who has dogs know they're going to do that wet dog shake. They don't care who's around, you're going to get wet. So this is just some workout clothes I had on from earlier that morning, so it's completely fine. I didn't mind at all. For drying off Winston, I like to sit on the floor. He likes to run and rub his body on carpets, and he just, like I said, is a full ball of energy. So it's just easier for me to sit on the floor to do this. And by this time, I'm tired and wore out anyway, so it gives me a little bit of relief. And drying off is Winston's favorite part, but he likes to run away and come back, but we work with it. This is a doggy toothpaste that he does not like me touching his mouth. Like, as you guys can see, I'm gonna have to pull him back to me several times. Again, I'm not hurting him at all. You can tell that tail is still wagging, so he's good. But I'm just trying to get his teeth clean, and he's not having it. But eventually, I'm able to get it in there and get it done. Um, but yeah, it's just so funny watching this back and how much I struggled to get that in his mouth. All right, now that the dogs are all good and clean and chilling somewhere else away from the bleach smell, of course, I'm going to go ahead and spray my tub down with some bleach to disinfect and get all of the little germies out from the dogs. As you can see, they left some paw prints in the tub. We're definitely going to scrub those out because we want a clean tub for when we go to use it the next time. Gonna add a little Dawn dish soap. Dawn dish soap just works well for everything, pretty much. And I'm going to use my Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and it's really going to help get my tub good and clean. All right, so like I said earlier, whenever the dog's wash day is, it's also clean up the entire house day pretty much. And they shed a lot, like I said, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick sweep of the bathroom to get all that loose shed hair up. And then once I'm done sweeping, I'm gonna go ahead and give my bathroom a really good mop to make sure I get it really good and clean for the next time that we get ready to go in there and take our showers. I'm sure you guys have seen this mop a million times from all the YouTube moms. But that's obviously where I learned about it from. And I really do love this mop. It's really good at getting things clean. It's super easy. So if you're in the market for a mop, this one's a good one. And I know some of you are looking at this like, oh my God, why are you mopping with tennis shoes on? I completely get it. I can't clean without shoes on. Like, I get lazy. But as you can see, I'm mopping myself out of the bathroom. So everywhere my feet have touched, I'm not going back in there until like it's dry again. So don't worry, it's still really clean. Once the floor was dry, I came back in with my rugs, and at this point it was fall still, so I just put my rugs back down. Once my shower curtain is washed and dried, I will put it back up. I'm gonna show you guys how clean my tub is once I get done putting everything back in here. I love a clean tub, and it came out super nice. And I do just wanted to go ahead and thank you guys for stopping by my channel and giving my video a watch. I hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe learned something. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.